Hi Keiki paddlers! I hope you're excited about the new fundraiser that we're going to embark upon. I decided to put this on a YouTube video because it was going to be very difficult for us to all coordinate our schedules and get together in the kitchen and learn how to do this. So hopefully this YouTube video will give you everything you need to get started, so that way we can launch our fundraising of selling Spam Musubis during the races to all our fellow paddlers, and hopefully it will teach you all the process of fundraising to get to your destination, which as you all know is to paddle at the Queen Lily O Kalani race in Kona in 2014. And we hope it's going to be a whole lot of fun, and I hope it's going to be a great experience for all of you. But in order to get there, you need to physically be ready to paddle. But not only that, you need to help us contribute towards the monetary expenses that it takes to get there. So with that, I will show you the simplest, easiest way that I know how to make Spam Musubi. And hopefully by teaching you this, the consistency, size, and taste will be the same no matter who makes it and who sells it at the event. So once you guys learn how to do this, I want you to go back home, practice it, make it, enjoy it for lunch. And then whenever we have a regatta race to attend this year, or a long distance race, we're gonna make as many as we can, and then we're gonna sell it, okay? So let's get started. The directions I'm giving you today is for 1 can of Spam, but I've asked you also to purchase a second smaller Spam can, which is a 7-ounce serving. And the reason why I did that is because if you don't have a Spam Musubi maker at home already, you are going to use this as your molder. Okay, this is going to be your molder for the rice. So pay attention to the recipe ingredients for that I gave you at the beginning of this video, because it's really meant for 1 Spam can. Each Spam can should make at least 8 Spam Musubis, okay? I'll show you how we get there. Also what we have here, and you can see I prepped up my area to work. I like a big space. I highly recommend using the Kirkland plastic food wrap, because all of the other saran wraps that you buy out there in the market, in the supermarket, they just aren't as sticky as this. The first stop is the teriyaki sauce. I'm using equal parts of everything. So there's a half cup of sugar, half cup of soy sauce, a dash of sesame seed oil, and a half cup of water. Okay, now so add cornstarch, and it took me about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch with water to get it to about this consistency. So you can see it's like a molasses. It's like the consistency of a really thick gravy or molasses, okay? That's exactly what you want to see here, okay? While your rice is cooking, I've got about 6 cups of rice cooking right now. I am going to get the Spam ready and stick that in the oven to bake. And again, we're going to want to get at least 8 Spam Musubis out of 1 can, okay? So what I do is I cut it in half, and then I cut 4 slices each. So let me show you what I'm going to do here. If I can do this with one hand. Cut that in half. Cut this in half. This is the easiest way to get the most consistent and equal sizes. That's 2. Okay. So now obviously I can cut these down. I can cut right here. I'm going to need both hands for this, but I'm gonna cut these 4 pieces into 8, okay? Now that I've got my Spam all sliced up, I've got extra slices here. As you can see, I cut up the small can of Spam and I cut them into 4 pieces. So what I do is I like to stick these in the oven and bake these at 500 degrees until it's crispy on the outside. I find that if I can save a whole lot of time instead of pan frying all of my Spam, because I stick a whole bunch of trays into the oven, 500 degrees, and you know, we'll get that in there. We'll get that in there, and then I'll tell you how long that'll be. So I took the whole package of nori and I cut it in half lengthwise, and each pack of nori had 10 sheets in it. So I now have 20, by cutting in half, 20 musubi nori wrappers, okay? What you'll notice here is that the nori is dull on one side and shiny on the other. You're gonna wanna put the rice on the dull side of the nori, and when you wrap it, you'll see that the outside is the shiny side, okay? So that's how we're gonna do that. I'm still waiting for the Spam to finish cooking. Once we're done there, we'll get to wrapping. So it's been about 8 minutes, and I think the Spam is exactly how I like it. It's been cooking in here at 500 degrees for about 8 minutes, and as you can see, it's a little bit golden brown around the corners and on the top, and I think I'm going to go ahead and take it out by now. This should be good for the musubi. Important in the rice is that you use cal roast rice, and you rinse the rice and wash it thoroughly at least 3 times before cooking it, okay? So I've got some rice. I'm going to press it down into the Spam container. It's about 3/4 full, and it's packed down really nice and tight in there. I've got my shiny side down nori. I'm just going to go. Spam. Let's wrap that up. Done. So I've already made 3. I think you get the gist of how to make it now. If you have any questions, you guys know where to reach me. I hope you guys have fun making it. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know, okay? Have fun, guys.